What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. In today's video, we're bringing you another concept video of a future potential Sugo-Fest exclusive character. Now, this video, when you guys see it, is because I will not actually be home. I'm actually away for the weekend, so here is some content for you guys for the weekend, along with the actual showcase for Bartu and Cavendish, so hopefully you guys checked out that video as well. But yes, as I said, in this video today is going to be a concept video for Sugo-Fest exclusive dragon. So for people who have been around the channel for a while now, you guys might know that I already have done a Sugo-Fest exclusive concept for Legend Dragon, but looking back at it, it's kind of terrible, so I wanted to remake it for kind of like the meta that we have now. So hopefully you guys do go on to enjoy the video. If you guys do, make sure to leave a like, as these videos do take quite a long time to put together. And obviously the artwork for the concept was found from Pinterest, actually, from One Piece Adventure Log, which is a older One Piece game. So, you know, I know a lot of people will ask that. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the concept for Monkey D. Dragon Sugo-Fest exclusive character. So I'd like to introduce you guys to the concept of Monkey D. Dragon, and here he is. Monkey D. Dragon, in my concept, is going to be a quick, free spirit driven character. I think the character would be perfectly fitting for free spirit and driven, as we see with, I think pretty much nearly all of the Revolutionary Army characters, or a lot of them anyway, are free spirit characters. I think that fits really well with what Dragon obviously aims to do, and obviously he is driven with his goal to, you know, overthrow the world government. So I think that free spirit and driven are the perfect classes for him. Obviously we don't know what his actual powers are, we don't know how he fights, what his combat style is like, and I'm sure once we do find that out, and whenever he gets a unit in One Piece Treasure Cruise, if he ever gets a unit in One Piece Treasure Cruise, you know, we might see different classes. Maybe he could be a fighter, maybe he is a striker. We don't really know at this current point in time, but I feel like at this point in time, free spirit and driven makes a lot of sense. Now, quick, I wanted to give him the quick class because, or the quick color, because, you know, Sabo and Koala are already a character in the game. They are strength and int, so I definitely didn't want to put strength or int on this character. So at that point, we had either quick, dex, or psi, and I feel like quick is a pretty good class, pretty good color for Monkey D. Dragon. But talking about his stats really quick, obviously these are his max limit broken stats, so 4255 HP, 1896 attack, and 430 recovery. 1896 attack is very good, so with cotton candies, he goes up to 2096, and obviously with other crewmate abilities, that can also increase as well. But getting into the most important aspect of the Sugo-Fest exclusive characters is going to be his captain ability. So the captain ability of Monkey D. Dragon, notorious figure of power, his captain ability will state that if you have one of each type on your crew, he's going to boost your chain multiplier growth rate by 4 times and boost your entire crew's attack by 2 times. He also will completely ignore chain lock and chain coefficient reduction, and then also there is a caveat to that. At the end of each turn, if you fail to defeat an enemy, reduce your crew's health by 50%. Now, this is a pretty big drawback, right? The fact that if you don't kill something, you lose half of your health. And remember, if you are running double dragon, it means you're going to have only 25% of your health left. So, you know, if you want to maintain your health, you do have to continuously kill enemies. So that is kind of like the big drawback to the character. It means that, you know, healers will be very, very important for Monkey D. Dragon. Obviously, like the Ivankov character, or Int, Recruit Ivankov, will be really good here for damage reduction and healing. But just, you know, obviously the fact that you can have one of every type is fine. You can fit lots of different characters on this team. You could run Shirahoshi if you really need to, you know, get that healing back, as well as, you know, getting some matching orbs and stuff. So there are different ways to mitigate that health reduction, but obviously having just the ability to just kill enemies to make sure you don't lose your health is going to be very, very important. Talking about his attack multiplier though, he's only 2 times attack, but you got to remember he's a 4 times chain multiplier growth rate captain. This is the exact same as characters like V2 Sanji and V2 Mihawk and V1 Rayleigh. They have 4 times chain multiplier growth rate, so that obviously is a pretty big deal. But with Mihawk and Sanji in particular, they only boost their specific class by 1.75 times attack. This guy is a much higher attack booster, being 2 times, so that will make a big difference. This guy will output a crazy amount of damage, and also with the fact that he has the ability to completely ignore chain lock and chain coefficient reduction, means that as a captain, you won't have to worry about your attack multiplier getting reduced in any sort of way, which is one of the big drawbacks to characters like Mihawk and Sanji in particular, is that, you know, if they get chain locked or their chain coefficient reduction is applied, they are in a little bit of a struggle. Obviously with Sanji as a captain, he can remove some of that, but having just the innate ability to ignore it is going to be very, very important. So with a captain ability like this, it means that obviously you can't bring a chain locker on your own team because it's not going to do anything, and obviously you don't want to bring a chain locker to a chain multiply growth rate captain. So if you bring chain boosters or chain coefficient increases, then that's going to be really, really good for this character to output even more damage. So overall, pretty big fan of the captain ability. It's extremely strong. There is the condition of having one of every type, and there is a drawback to the character if you don't defeat an enemy. So I think that overall, it's a pretty well balanced captain, and it is very, very powerful. So now let's go ahead and talk about this man's special ability, which is titled Time to Revolt, which is a 14-turn cooldown. And it's pretty confusing because it applies a new type of mechanic, but it will go ahead and remove all turns of burn and remove SFX. For those of you who don't know what remove SFX is, it is the blindness effect. So with this, it means that you can continuously hit your perfects, meaning that, you know, Dragon as a captain will output more damage. You need to hit as many perfects as you can. So removing that burn so that you don't take damage, which is very, very important, and also removing SFX so you can obviously hit your perfects much easier. The fact that he can completely remove that is very, very useful. On top of that, for 3 turns, he greatly increases the rate of your matching orbs, and I would think that it would be a 50 to 75% increase of you getting a matching orb. And then on top of that, when you activate the special and he applies that buff, he also shuffles your crew slots, so you can, you know, get the most out of his matching rate increase on that first turn of activation, which is very, very important. Now, in terms of the new mechanic that I've applied with his special ability, stating that when you activate the special, if Dragon is your captain or your friend or helper captain, you select an enemy on the enemy side of the field, and then for 1 turn, all of your crew's normal attacks will be super effective against that type. So as an example, if you use the special ability and you target an int enemy on the enemy side of the field, your entire crew's normal attacks will be treated as Psi type for that 1 turn. So I think it's a really interesting type of special ability. It means that color affinity is going to be on point for the Monkey D. Dragon teams, and what do you know, you have a character such as Sabo and Koala with their switch effect that increases your crew's color affinity. So I really wanted to make this character work well with Sabo and Koala, so you could actually use Sabo and Koala as a captain with this as a friend captain. Like, that is actually a thing that you could possibly do. But Monkey D. Dragon, man, he's gonna be powerful with basically type advantage wherever you need it. And, you know, the fact that you do have that type advantage is quite cool, right? But some people might think that it could be a drawback. If you are on a stage with different types of enemies, like you could have an enemy that's dex and an enemy that's strength, right? That could be a problem if you target the strength enemy and you get quick damage, but then you've got a dex enemy as well. So there are drawbacks here and there to getting that super effective damage against one color, but then it might not be super effective against another color. But remember, it is only for 1 turn, so you can manage that definitely. And remember, as long as you are killing something, you're not going to get 50% HP reduction, so that's very, very important to note. And then also, to quickly round out the concept video, I want to quickly just briefly discuss his crewmate abilities. The first one is going to completely evade special bind, which is very, very nice. So as a sub, you can always use his special to remove burn and remove SFX, and also get those matching orbs. The thing is, though, is that you do not get that color, or not the color affinity, but the type advantage effect when he's not the captain. So, you know, there is a little bit of a drawback there, but it's fine. You know, you can still get some pretty decent effects when he is a sub, and he also will boost your crew's base stats by 100. I was tempted to put a matching orb effect, but you know, it doesn't really make too much sense, but it's fine. I think that just giving your crew just a little bit of extra base stats is actually pretty nice. Also, in terms of his actual potential abilities, his first one is going to be slot bind reduction, his second one is critical hit, and his last one is pinch healing. I definitely wanted to include crit and pinch healing because this character is based off hitting perfects for your increased chain multiply growth rate, so I feel like having those potential abilities makes a lot of sense. You could definitely replace Orb Seal with another potential ability like a defense one. I think that would still be quite fair, but overall, I think that I've done a pretty good job with this Monkey D. Dragon. I want this character in One Piece Treasure Cruise. Like, this character would be so goddamn strong. But I like that he's strong, and he definitely has really big drawbacks. If you are stalling and you're not killing enemies, you're gonna have like no health by the time you reach the final boss fight. But definitely having healers are gonna be the best way around those particular things in particular. But anyways, we're gonna wrap up this video here. Really hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all of the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.